Founded in 1902, the YWCA Atlanta is a women's membership movement whose mission is to eliminate racism and empower women. Strengthened by diversity, the YWCA draws together members who strive to create opportunities for women's growth, leadership, and power to attain a common vision: peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all people.
Commissioner Napper identified the fire station that is currently the site of the Cascade House facility. And I remember he called me one morning and said, "You have 30 minutes to go with me. I want to show you something." And came and picked me up in a police car, and we went over to this fire station, and he opened it up, and it had been vacant for, frankly, a couple of years. So it wasn't in good repair, but it wasn't really in bad repair. It just needed to have some cleanup and plumbing work done. And he said, "You think you could use this to move your shelter site there?" And we agreed that we could, and he handed me the keys to the facility. And the YWCA has operated their shelter facility out of that fire station since that time. It has been renovated several times and is really a great usable space for the current Women in Transition program. But it was out of the city's commitment to be a really good partner that facility became available.
In 1950, the site provided dormitory space for 20 girls. In 1985, homelessness among women and children in the Atlanta community was at an all-time high. With shelters throughout the city only housing men, the YWCA became one of the first shelters to house women and their children.
I had just got out of school. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. I was dealing with domestic violence, and I had my children with me. But Cascade House made it easier for me to deal with because every step of the way, they were there with me. There's so many women out there that are lost. They have no family. They've been abandoned by who they consider their significant other. And Cascade House helps to build that foundation. They have to know that housing counseling, domestic violence counseling, all these things are essential in order to build a firm foundation. If anyone crossed over Cascade House as one in their journey, if they have the opportunity, the privilege to go there, they will learn so much about themselves and for their children and for their future. Women have dreams all the time, and they don't share their dreams with other women. I don't know if they think that women are going to cut them down or they won't be supportive, but if we share our dreams, we just don't know how much farther we can go.
Today, the YWCA Atlanta Women in Transition program at Cascade House, WIT, advocates on behalf of each resident and provides resources and referrals to assist clients with identifying services for housing, healthcare, childcare, job readiness, advanced employment opportunities, and educational opportunities along with other services.
The unique thing about our program is that the women who come here are able to stay here anywhere from 6 months to 18 months in order to get themselves together and establish their goals and go back into self-sufficiency.
Homeless women and children are not a homogeneous population. They come into homelessness for very different reasons. We found that women and children particularly become homeless because of an episodic situation, such as a loss of a job or a health care crisis. And so they are not families that are accustomed to being out on the street for a long period of time. And there is a real desire to move beyond this homelessness. So the YWCA found that it needed to respond not just with providing a shelter site or a place to sleep, but also to put in place a whole complement of services that would allow and assist the woman to move from her homelessness into self-sufficiency.
Since its inception, WIT has provided shelter, referrals, and/or crisis counseling to more than 15,000 homeless women and their families throughout metropolitan Atlanta's 13 counties. To support or obtain more information about the YWCA's Women in Transition program, contact the YWCA Atlanta at 404 527-7575 or visit our website www.ywcaatlanta.org.